So we talked about the different strategies that people like to use, and I asked a bunch of students and said, okay, what type of methods do you learn best at? Do you learn with lecture best, or do you learn with the note-taking and the Cornell notes, or interactive discussion with quizzes to follow and even the note homework? And then what I ask you to do is I ask you to set goals. And if you'll remember back that you all set goals for yourself, and you were to go home and write your goals down and display them so that you can see them and be reminded of them every day. So when you think back to the different types of strategies that we have, all right, you can stop now.
Dude, I'm gonna wait out until my cord date because I got a test.
You're okay. Okay, so while you're taking your notes today on whether or not athletes should or should not be paid, you have to recall and reflect back onto your previous background information from the text. And come up with a determination of whether or not athletes should or should not be paid. Now, one of the things you have to take into consideration is that with college athletes, the university continues to make money from each one of the major sports such as football, basketball. And athletes can be punished and penalized if they are paid for it, losing privileges to play, as well as the ability to play for the long term. Now, when a college turns around and accepts money or does ticket sales, it was estimated at the last Final Four March Madness that CBS brought in over like $4 billion or $5 billion worth of revenue just from basketball. Yet the players didn't get any of that. One of the strategies that we're going to employ today while we're in class is the Kagan strategy. And what Kagan does is it allows you to, instead of just sitting there for the 95 minutes that we're in here, you're going to get to actually move around and express your answers based on your movements throughout the class. So what I want to ask you is this. Understand that table number 1, and we'll call, Donnie, we'll call your table number 1. We'll call where DeAndre is, table 2. And then we'll call where McKenna is, this table up here, table 3. So what I would like you to do is choose one of the 3. This right over here would be the I agree. McKenna's table and area would be I disagree. And where DeAndre is, I want you to say, I might be okay with it, but. And the question that I have for you is, should college athletes be paid? So, based on that question, you can either agree, yes, it should be. You say, no, they shouldn't be. Or maybe they should under certain circumstances. Ready? Move.
I don't know if I
Ah, interesting. So based on the results, we have the majority of people who believe that they should be paid under certain circumstances. Okay? All right, now let me give you this opportunity. Should student athletes be paid in credits?
What's that?
Meaning that if you take a PE class, did you know that if you play a sport in this school, you get credit for the sport as a PE credit? So should athletes be paid in credits? This is the yes, this is the no, this is the maybe every now and then. Move.
You didn't see that.
And we have more moving to the circumstances and 2 that stayed with the yes and 1 that moved to the no. Okay, last question is, should all athletes be paid the same? This is the yes, this is the no, and that is the under certain circumstances they should or shouldn't.
Nah, the good ones need to get paid bank.
I feel like if you're better
why Peyton Manning's getting 98 million.
What's that?
I said if you're better, you should get paid more. That's why Peyton Manning's getting paid 98 million.
He didn't earn it yesterday.
You still won. It doesn't matter. You still
Thank you.
won.
That's all.
All right, and we're good.